Revival community, I'm back. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in my first part of the series, but I wanted to mention again, if I haven't already, a couple of new subscribers. Farley's Retro Fancave and also Andy's Vinyl Den. Thank you very much for the subs. I appreciate it. Taking the time for watching my videos. So part 2, I'm going to continue moving on to, we finished off with a white label promo of Willie and the Po' Boys, my favorite white label promo. So we're going to move on with some bootleg. I absolutely love bootleg records or LPs, specifically from CCR and John Fogerty. I love their live stuff. It sounds amazing. Some of it's raw, some of it sounds better than others, but I'm not going to read each. I have each one labeled, as you can see, because I can't remember exactly where each one comes from, and there were so many of them pressed differently. Some of these are actually, they have different covers on them, but they're the same albums as other ones. But if I remember correctly, my bootleg albums, I believe I have all but 2 or 3 of them. I'm currently searching out the ones I do not have. They're not easy to find. And sometimes you have to pay up. But anyway, so we're going to go with Creedence Live Revived. I'll just kind of show you the track listing there. Actually, it says some of these Traffic in the City. I don't know why, but it's not Traffic in the City. It's like, what is that? It's not. That's not the name of the song. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what song it is, but it is not Traffic in the City. It is a Creedence song that just off the top of my head I really do not remember. And there was another one, I believe. Let me see. Lodi, Bedouin Rising. On the bottom, side 2, Figure It Out. Don't know why it's like that, but like I said, they are CCR songs. That's just, I don't know why they called it that. And this is, you can, right there. Okay. Next one. This one's the best of CCR, live, revived, live in San Francisco, 71. Like I said, some of these might have the same titles, just different covers. You can freeze frame that. This one, Creedence Live, Revived, live in San Francisco, July. That's this one too, right? Yeah, this is the same one as this one, except just different covers. You can freeze frame. This is probably one of my favorites. I just love the generic. I mean, the just cover is just so neat, it's nostalgic. It looks like, live in San Francisco. I like that cover. This one was one of my first ones. This one is Creedence Clearwater Revived, live in San Francisco, July 4th, 1971. And there is no cover, it's just a plain white. But you can look and freeze that one. This, here's another good one. I don't think any of these are bad. Just, this one's Revival Live at the Fillmore East. Live at the Fillmore East. And there's the track listing. Okay. I absolutely love these bootleg live. This one's actually cool. This one I guess you can call it an official bootleg. This is Creedence Clearwater Revival. This is Deep in the Blues, Los Angeles, 1970 studio sessions with Booker T. And it actually, it's not for sale. Only CCR fan club. The fan club got that, so that's kind of neat. And Tom's not in the picture, so that's kind of neat, just for the fan club. Okay. This next one, this is actually a really cool one. This is actually a photograph that's glued onto the cover. That's not part of the cover, it's actually glued on to the cover. The cover, Creedence Clearwater Revival at the Fillmore West. And that's actually, this is a good quality bootleg. So it's actually a photograph glued onto the cover. This is Another great one. This is live in the USA 1971. And if you look carefully, it was like, if you can see it here, if you look carefully, there's a line that goes here, and then it goes down, and it was like, if you can see it on there, if you look carefully, yeah, right here. It's like, it was like somebody took a photo or a poster and unfolded it, and then made a cover out of it. But yeah, there's that one. And some of them, the track listings aren't correct. I think that's one of them, if you read it. Some of the track listing isn't correct because it's not the right concert, but it's the information that we have. This is the very best of. This is one of the last ones I had gotten. This one was kind of hard to find. Say, and this is very best. Fillmore West 7471 label. Oz released 1986. Songs listed wrongly on cover. And you can continue reading the rest. Okay. Still in shrink, by the way. Still in shrink. This one is John Fogerty, obviously through the years, 1976. This is the double album, I believe. Yep, this is the double album. One record is his infamous or unfamous, however you want to see it, from 1973 Hoodoo album that was never released. I won't talk too much about it, but I really wish he would revisit that idea. The album honestly is not great. It's not even really good, but the idea of going back and taking the same songs and re-recording them, making them better, I think is a great idea. But this album, to be honest with you, isn't that great, but it's neat to have because they're songs that weren't officially released. But I really wish he would go back to this idea. Take these songs, don't add anything to it, just take the same songs, re-record them, and make the official Hoodoo album. But this is as close as the fans are going to get. I'm not going to talk too much about the backstory behind the album, but if you're curious, you can either ask or you can do a little bit of research. But feel free to ask if you want to know. I'll tell you what I do know. The other half of it is John Fogerty through the years. There's that, and then it was actually recorded live at the Chaplin Stage, Hollywood, California, 12/21/85. There's that one. And it's the same. It's just a double album. I'm gonna put this down. So I'll put this back in here. Here's another one. It's Creedence Clearwater Revival. It's half John Fogerty, half CCR. Okay. One album. There's that one. Woody. Oh, we got him. Have fun putting these things back in order. Where do I go from here? Let's go to here. This is another issue of John Fogerty's Bluewood Rangers. This is not the original cover. Got a few of those. Okay. That is the original cover, Bluewood Rangers. All of you that may or may not know this, all 5 of the people are John Fogerty. And he plays every instrument on this. And he does not have his name because he was trying to get out of the coattails of Creedence Clearwater Revival days. So the only mention of his name is on the back. It says arranged and produced by John Fogerty. That is the only... Whoops, hold on. Because he didn't want his name on the cover. He didn't want people to judge it. So his name is only found on the back. Another one. Another one with a hype sticker. And another one. And I have one upstairs in the frame. Going to some official solo stuff. Eye of the Zombie. This might be a 3-parter. hype sticker. Center field. This is the first issue. This is the first issue. There are two. Looks the same except on the back. One song is changed from Zants Can't Dance to what is it? Vans Can Dance. Vans Can Dance. Sure, let me pull it up here. I pushed play and I just started recording. See if you look. Right here it says Zants, Last Zants Can't Dance. That is a direct rip to Sal Zants, because Sal Zants was a scumbag, is a scumbag, and it is a song that goes directly to him saying what a piece of shit he is. So, quickly, John, they called him out on it, and he had to not only change the name to Vans Can't Dance, okay, and John did it so quickly, they think that he had it already recorded, knowing that it was going to be called out and changed. So, and funny thing is, the song Mr. Greed is, I think, in my opinion, also another direct hit towards Sal Zants, because he's a piece of shit. So, John Fogerty's self-titled. They call it the Shep album. It's his dog right there. Self-titled debut album. And we're going into some Tom Fogerty, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tom was a great singer, songwriter, guitar player. He went on to not only do stuff for himself, but do other stuff with. I think he did stuff with Jerry Garcia. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry, John did stuff with Jerry Garcia. I mean, Tom may have too, but he went out to do a few things. But here's Deal It Out. I can't remember the name of this one. Oh, shit. Put it down. This was, let's see here. Why can I not remember the name of it? Myopia. M-Y-O-P-I-A. Myopia. This is Excalibur. This is a wonderful album. Definitely highly recommend it. This is Zephyr National. Funny thing is about this one is Tom's album, Zephyr National. But if you look at the back, it is more or less a CCR reunion. And while taking this picture, John tipped his hat because he didn't want to be looked at and he didn't want anybody to recognize him. Funny thing is about this, what I heard was he agreed to do it, but all of his recordings, he did not sit in session to do it. He sent them his recordings. He sent his part to them to put it into the music. This is going to be a three-parter, gentlemen. I'm going to go on to a group that he was with. There's Tom, upper left, Randy Oda, Bobby Cochran, and Anthony Davis, called Ruby. Another one called Tom Fogerty and Ruby. This is actually a really good one, if you're wondering. And another fantastic one. Okay, definitely get this album. That's a good one. Like I said, Tom went on to have his own little career, but I don't think it really took off because he was riding the coattails of not only his brother John, but also the hype or music of Creedence Clearwater Revival. So I don't think he ever really got out of that part of his life, but he at least tried and moved on and recorded some songs. This is going to be a three-parter, gentlemen, so we're going to finish with some of the best, but I'll be right back.